I don't like my mind right now. Stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down.
Inherently, in each member of the band, we all have a real capacity for empathy, and so we care about how each other feels. And I was like, this is the most functional relationship I've ever been in, is the relationship I have within Linkin Park. Most of my other relationships outside of that have come and gone. You know, I've had friendships for a long time. Now that we're not friends anymore. I've had marriage, not married, and you know, I've all these relationships with people that come and go and ebb and flow. And you know, it is very interesting to see a group of people, especially in a creative sense, stay together for so long and continue to make something new. And that also isn't pulling from something that was good a long time ago to try to keep people interested in what we're doing or keep us known. Like, and I think that the key to that is the fact that we really actually do care about each other as people first. And in communicating, I mean, I can very rarely think of a moment where we've had a communication where it was like a frictional conversation where emotions just went crazy and someone stormed out of a room, like, or you know, yelled at somebody. I can't recall that. I mean, I know that they've seen me yell at somebody else, but it wasn't directed at like them. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's we have that capacity to like have these experiences with other people, but for some reason we've been able to restrain ourselves emotionally to the degree where we're like, you know what, like whatever is best for the group is the most important. And if that means touring only a certain number of times a year, if that means making sure that we have enough time with our families, if that means that there has to be a balance between normal and rockstar world, fantastic. If that means we only talk to certain publications, we get that. If that means we only do, you know, there's like all these things we put in place, and we've actually created our own ethos and environment to work in that way. And you know, one of the people that works for us, who helps us run the whole ship, one of the things that drew him to work with us is the fact that we're kind of like, yeah, I mean, we could do all this stuff, but then we'd be kind of miserable people, like human beings at the end of it. So like, let's just figure out a way to do like as much as we can and be happy. And he's just like, well, he had said, like, I've never heard anybody say that before. Like, there needs to be balance, and let's make sure that there's a healthy balance, so that we can do this for our lifetimes, as opposed to like suck the tit dry, you know, and then run on. And so, and I think that as a result of that, like, we've been able to grow with each other through all the diverse times of our lives, and grow creatively through all the different directions that we go, and be open to that, and not take things so personally. And our creative path has always been, we kind of grade things. We kind of like, you know, we sit down, we talk about it, we go through, we rate things, and then we look at the results anonymously. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we'll all go through and go, ooh, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, check it. And then we just turn the papers in and like have somebody else like look through the paperwork. This worked for a long time. We don't necessarily do this anymore. But then it's all of a sudden like, well, I know you said you love this track and you said you love this track, but it only got like one vote.